Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Super2Bit Podcast. The best part of your damn week has arrived, ladies and gents. And tonight we have a very, very interesting topic that we're going to unpack in detail. And that is, ladies and gents, Age of Empires. I know Neil put up the logo for the second game. But believe it or not, we're going to talk about, that's the twist. That's the twist that's coming. We're going to be talking about the first game, the original game that came out in the mid-90s, and why it's blowing up in Vietnam. It's probably the biggest game over there. And you're probably thinking, what's going on? I got to know more. To dive into this mystery and open Pandora's box, I got my partner in crime. Guess what? He made it back for another episode. It's your boy, the Marksman. What's happening, Neil?
That's a sweet view of the top of my head.
That's a good sign.
It's going so well. Yeah. Sorry about the Age of Empires 2. I did not notice it was the Age of Empires 2 logo until right now when I saw it. I was like, oh, that's a 2. Good.
I like to be kept on my toes. I like when you test me.
I think this is going to be a very interesting episode of the old podcast here.
It is. I mean, this episode actually happened by accident, you know. And we're going to tell you guys exactly how it happened. Before we do that, a quick welcome to Stefan Reutz saying, hello, Kyle D. Batista in the house. Wow, the original was cool back then. It was cool mid-90s, but trust me, there's more to the tale than meets the eye. Welcome, Marlon, Chloe, the Desert Rose in the house, T and the Triple T. He's saying, oh, lol, you're going to discuss this here. I just messaged you regarding this. Well, that's fine. You can chat about it here with us, T, and it's all good. And Chloe, it looks like she's a fan of the original Age of Empires. She's excited. Let's get in. Dave, fix your glasses. My glasses are sexy, bro. What do you mean? Make them less sexy? Or are they skew? Sorry, there we go. So, with that said, we're going to unpack it. Just pop us a share there on Facebook. Before we do, get yourself a cold libation. Get comfortable. Above all, get comfortable. And above all, that priority one is get that cold libation. Sip it slowly. Neil.
Yes, let's jump in. Let me turn down the volume of this, because unless you speak Vietnamese, you're going to hate the noise that's coming through right now. So
may I start by telling everyone how we even got onto this topic and how we even discovered this amazing trend in Vietnam, which is the original Age of Empires. Let me get started. So I'm always looking at a way to grow the channel, to grow the viewership. So usually what we do is we go look and see what the biggest views or the games on Facebook gaming getting the biggest views. And usually it's the Fortnites, the Call of Duties, the PUBG mobiles. But all of a sudden, Age of Empires, the original. Okay?
Not the remake.
No, not the remake. I made that mistake already. Well, I've wasted turnaround on that already, but we'll get into that. So it's the original 1995-esque Age of Empires. 98. It's actually the expansion Rise of Rome. Look at this. Look at the screen right now. You got this guy.
This is live, by the way.
This is live. This guy's got I think he's got 10,000 viewers. This is how much?
14,100 live streaming viewers right now.
This is what sent me down this rabbit hole. He's got his two ladies fetching him G Fuel over there, and the guy's loving life, living the dream.
He's keeping score via Excel.
I saw that. I was like, shouldn't they have something instead of Excel to keep track of this? But anyway, so these guys are huge playing the original Age of Empires. So I'm like, duh, I'm going to do the same thing. I go buy Age of Empires the definitive edition, which apparently is the wrong one. So anyway, and now I can't even buy the original. Neil's going to help me get it. That's neither here nor there. And I go to Neil. I'm like, bro, what the hell's going on with Age of Empires in Vietnam, dude? Like it's we gotta jump on this hype train. And so he does some digging, as Neil does. Neil, you wanna take the mic and tell me what you found?
So like we looked at this. Like if you go onto Facebook Gaming, and it seems like Facebook Gaming is where this is huge. Twitch, not so much, but Facebook Gaming is like where these Vietnamese Age of Empires streamers. It's usually in the top 5 to top 10 every single day, depending on the time of day. It's usually number 1 or 2 of the most popular games. And this is a game from 1998, and it's the original 1998 version, not enhanced, not anything. You can see it here. It's like stretched out. It's crazy. But what happened is that in Vietnam in the late 90s, early 2000s, obviously it was quite a closed economy. They didn't have many games. So what if the family could afford to buy a computer, these salesmen would come around and be like, oh, buy this giant pack of games, like door-to-door salesmen with their pack of CDs. And it was obviously all pirated versions of the game. But they said, like, in Vietnam, Age of Empires was guaranteed to be in this collection. And it just became the game that everyone played. So they almost stuck in this time warp of 22 years ago where Age of Empires is still the biggest game in Vietnam. And it's insane. So they've got this entire thing established. Like, guys have been playing this in internet cafes. What are they called? PC bangs in Korea and in Vietnam. They call them PC bang. And like it used to be like super dodgy internet cafes. But now you see this guy, like you can see in this bottom right-hand corner, he's got these 2 ladies sitting behind him. Their only job is to just be advertising for the 2 things they're advertising. It's like, it is on a next level. They have the biggest tournaments in Vietnam are all about this. They just follow this on, and like we've just become fascinated. We've gone down this deep, dark rabbit hole.
We had to tell you guys about it. I mean, these guys are pretty bigger numbers than Stone Mountain. He's probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, Facebook streamer that I know of. These guys, these guys are killing those numbers, and it's just original 98 Age of Empires. They do turn the game speed up to like ultra, which is why it looks so fast. And these guys can just multitask. Like I think that's the appeal.
Yeah.
It's just these guys multitasking is on another level. Like you must see them like just do 8 things at once. And I think it's like chess for the brain on steroids. But we got some other guys jumping in the chat. Mohammed, welcome. Piefly, what's up? AJ and my boy Mr. Brodio from Cali. My boy from Cali in the house. Matthew Wright as well. Good to have you guys here. Everyone was obviously a fan of Age of Empires. I actually missed I was more into Warcraft back in the day and Red Alert and stuff like that. And obviously with limited money to spend as a kid, you have to pick one or the other. You're going to be an Age of Empires guy. You're going to be a Warcraft guy. And I went down the Warcraft rabbit hole. But what's so interesting is that obviously when we were kids, and having like hardly any cash, we'd go to the flea markets, we'd buy pirated games. Because that's all we could afford. But what I don't understand, Neil, is why now that they've obviously these guys are making money, they've got massive sponsorship deals, they can afford to buy newer games. Why go back to Age of Empires? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the other interesting thing is what they say. This is something called a solved game. So they know what the best strategy is. The best strategy, there's two nations or nationalities that are the best in the game, and your chariot archers are the most powerful units. So basically, every game breaks down every time into the same thing. It's like, get your civilization up, build your chariot archers, and just wreck the other guy as quickly as possible. But the weird thing is, because the game is solved and it's won the same way every time, everyone's just doing the same thing as quickly as possible. And they introduced this whole randomization element to it where you don't know what civilization you're going to get, and you have to just play with what you get. But like, why it's so popular is because it was the only game in Vietnam for like 10 years until Vietnam's economy opened up. So all of these guys, and they actually say it's a bit of a problem now. It might almost be dying now, and we obviously too late to the wave, and we're catching up now.
Never.
we're always hip to the
always
coolest stuff.
Step behind.
Yeah.
Always step behind.
Because most of the guys are actually our age, guys who grew up playing this when they were 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, playing Age of Empires, learning the mechanisms in and out, getting so good at it, and then playing these crazy events and these crazy tournaments. And this is all 1v1s, all the most famous, Vietnamese streamers playing each other every day, every night, same time, day in, day out, over and over and over and over and over again. So
cashing those blank checks.
It just seems to be like something that's stuck in the psyche of Vietnam. Like they will always play this game and they will always have a soft spot for this game, more so than Korea and StarCraft, more so than anyone else. Why they've never like bought into the next version of the game? Who knows?
Yeah,
Like,
or even the definitive edition. Why
even
didn't
the developers?
they
know, like they know, like they built the definitive edition almost with the Vietnamese audience in mind. Better graphics, better like connectivity, better everything. But guys just would not radiate towards it. Like they do play it. Some guys do play it. So don't worry, Dave. Your purchase was not in vain.
I spent the money. Now I'm going to play it on stream. You're damn right I am. Even if it's the wrong game, I'll get the small percentage of guys that like the definitive edition in Vietnam. It's going so niche, it's crazy, but I'll do it.
Yeah.
Mohammed said it was actually released in '97. I think what they're playing here is the Rise of Rome, the expansion, which is apparently what everyone plays in Vietnam, which is interesting. Tian saying, catch some tips. You two get 2 goals for each stream. Trust me, when we started streaming, that was my first idea. Ask Neil, and turns out all those things cost money. So here we are. I got Neil instead. I have a friend who plays the game to this day. Really, Mohammed? That's interesting, dude. It's interesting how it's retained such a strong player base. RA Path, for me, man, those were the best days. RTS, Firefly's a big fan of RTS game. Ruth Brooks in the house. Thomas Bain as well, followed shortly by my boy Tony Lopez. I'm playing Command & Conquer Red Alert Remastered thanks to the stream, and it's awesome. There we go. That's what it's all about. That's what the podcast is all about, to bring this niche news. We should have called it niche news.
Yeah.
But to you guys, so you guys can actually enjoy these games.
And
it's time.
I have actually fired up a poll on the Facebook stream. So if you guys would like to enter into that poll, it's only one question. It's a yes/no answer, basically. So would you watch a stream of these retro games? Yes, you think it's cool, or no, I want to see that AAA action. I want to see Warzone. I want to see the stuff that everyone else is playing. And like, to me, like, I wish this was in English because I think it adds a lot to it. And that's what they actually say is what made it so popular in the first place, is that this guy with his face mask on in the bottom right-hand corner here, he's actually not talking right now. There's an actual commentator, and he's only commentating on what this guy is doing. So it's basically like Dave would be playing Warzone and me commentating over what he's doing, which would suck. It would actually work a lot better the other way around. But like,
apparently the commentator is like a celeb. He's got the blank checks as well.
Huge, and these guys are like super wealthy. And like, you don't have 2 beautiful advertising ladies sitting behind you for 3 hours at a time because you just some pleb on the street. I
tell you what, they're getting hard dollars to sit there. Trust me. And hopefully after I become big in Vietnam, we'll have a similar setup. One's got a dream. But welcome, Leanne Detroit just joining us. Thomas Bain saying, if you do a stream on the weekend, I'll join you. So like I said, I bought the definitive edition. Definitely going to be streaming it, even though it's the wrong version. I'm going to try hunt down a version.
Hook you up with the original.
Neil, and also my boy Raul sent me a dodgy link. He's like, make sure you got a VPN on when you click this link. And I'm like, oh. So I'm very nervous when it comes to stuff like that. But Neil has helped me out. But what else are we supposed to do if we can't get the game?
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's almost like, is it like, and maybe we're gonna diverge into like what piracy is now. But like, if you cannot buy a game, and the only way to get it is by downloading it off some scrupulous website, while already owning the only version you can buy now, is it still wrong?
I don't think it is. I mean, it's different if that game's available for $5 somewhere and you could buy it. But if it's not, then I think it's free game.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm pretty sure. I think he lost or won. I actually don't know.
Oh, Lee Postautomus with the 50 stars. Thank you so much. That's a 6-week streak for you, Lee. You biscuit of a man. Thank you so much, Lee. Much appreciated. Stars are enabled, so feel free to click that star button, guys. Those
thank you very much, Lee, for the 50.
Those G Fuel goals aren't gonna work for free. So we need more stars. So so like I agree with you, Neil. Like when it comes to, I guess we're talking about a bit of piracy here.
Yeah.
And the gray area, which is if you cannot obtain the game through legal means, is it illegal to obtain it through other means?
Yeah. It's like if you own the VHS of Top Gun and they haven't released the Blu-ray copy of it yet, and you download a Blu-ray edition of it, is it illegal? Probably. Actually, that's still illegal.
Well, no, I actually did, because I'm a bit of a nervous Nelly when it comes to this stuff. So I actually did some research into this, and apparently, if you into the game, if you own the game, if you own the hard disk copy of Company of Heroes, and I then go and download an illegal copy and get caught in the act, technically they cannot arrest me because I've already paid for the game. And because remember back in the day when we used to buy illegal games when we were kids, I was like, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to disappoint my parents and go to jail. So I did this research, and as long as you have paid for the original game, you may download it once. Obviously, you can't distribute it, and technically get like a slap on the wrist, but you won't go to jail. I'm not saying I haven't checked the law in 15 years, so don't hold me to that, please. Yeah. But there's definitely a loophole. Well, what's up, Wesley Fitzpatrick? What's cracking, my man? Jimmy 2.0. I like the old school games because sometimes it's good to go back to your roots. Clearly, Vietnam are doing something right, guys. And I think there's a lot to be learned from Vietnam. And this is
what I'm showing you guys now. So currently, Age of Empires is the 6th most popular game right now on Facebook Gaming. And like what I love though is that all of these streamers, they have the exact same look, the exact same style. It's white shirt, black jacket, and then like cool background behind them. And like I can't tell you what they mean. Like I know some of these guys' names mean like it's basically the exact same names as you would have. So like cool Killer 5,
cool Mac Daddy,
Mac Daddy 7. Like that's what all of these names mean. But like all of these oaks are like massive, and like you can see 1.1 million followers on Facebook. Yeah. That's not like made up and a joke. Like the smaller guys, the guy we were watching now has got 266,000 followers and 12,500 people watching him now.
And he's still got G Fuel goals. He's the smallest of the guys.
Those are like big numbers. Those are bigger than like Viz on Twitch. Those are bigger than like your medium range, well-known streamers. And like the big guys, like this Chimse Denang guy, he is probably as big or bigger than your Dr. Disrespects, your Ninjas, your anyone. Like 1.1 million followers. That's some big numbers.
That's close to the doc numbers.
For playing a game that's 22 years old, guys.
22. So who like? I mean, Vietnam's not that big to pull in a viewership of that size. So, which begs the question: people outside Vietnam are into Age of Empires original?
Maybe, what's going on? The language barrier is the problem. So it must be people in Vietnam. So they have TV shows, like sports shows dedicated to like updates on this stuff. So
Neil, what you're saying is there's a gap in the market for an English-speaking original Age of Empires player. Yeah?
Sure.
You got me convinced, buddy. Don't worry. I'm gonna buy a suit and tie and get a cool neon background, way cooler than the one I got now. And I'm gonna get that G Fuel sponsorship. You'll see. Tian says, Serious Sam, Warcraft, Doom, Wolfenstein, those were my go-to games. He also went the way of Warcraft instead of Age of Empires. Thomas Bain saying, Neil doesn't deserve my stars. Get Jimmy on. You shut your dirty pirate hook him out, Thomas Bain. Maybe one day we'll get him on. He's always sick or busy or both. Jimmy doesn't like doing things like unless he absolutely has to. Also, the Vietnamese online mafia is quite extensive. Vietnamese online mafia. We got Jimmy 2.0, not Jimmy that is lazy. I got coronavirus.
Jimmy.
We got Squeaky Bum. We got Jimmy 2.0, which is the improved version of Jimmy here. Jimmy, you want to chime in here, buddy? You know something about the Vietnamese online mafia? I think we're going down a rabbit hole deeper than we even thought we would be doing tonight. Please chime in. Wesley saying, "What are guys even doing? what do you? What? Thank you, Wesley. I don't know. Who really knows what we're doing? I don't even know.
We're making
but
content. Is it
we're
good
making,
content? We're not sure
I
yet.
don't,
You guys
I
have
don't,
to tell us if it's good.
I was talking about dedicating my Twitch channel to noodle eating ASMR today, and I wasn't even joking. Okay, so I don't even know what I'm doing, buddy. But thank you for asking the question. I could translate if you'd like, Jimmy. No, dude, no, it's okay. But yeah, Neil. So what do you think? There's maybe secretly a slow revival of, I'm talking like old school original 90s coming back in terms of esports play.
Esports probably not. I think like this game is like the outlier in the whole thing, where you still get very big tournaments with a lot of money to like make it a worthwhile thing. Like no one, like in South Africa, imagine trying to get like Telkom to back an Age of Empires tournament. They'd be like, is that a new name for Fortnite? I don't understand. What's going on?
Security.
Yeah.
Like,
like from that, like it's so niche. Like and I'm just thinking on like a pure, like put my business hat on. Like sponsors won't know what the heck Age of Empires is. It would be great. I would love it. I would love to watch it. I love playing old school racing games just to like, and I think Jimmy mentioned it earlier, like to see where the roots of a game came from. Like this game, Command and Conquer, Warcraft, they basically established every rule we know now for real-time strategy games. So like, why not get involved? And like, you know, there are people like me and you who love these old games, but try and get a sponsor to give you 10,000 Rand for a prize for a game that no one played. Like, okay, everyone, go to this dodgy website, download it.
Once you get to the dark web, you've got to go here and then do
Some
this.
Vietnamese guys are going to join and wreck you guys completely. And I think that's also the problem with this. Like, there's no ways that you will be able to compete with these guys. Like, they've been playing it. I think you believe you can, but I know you can't.
I'm a dreamer. I've always been a dreamer. Just like my boy Thomas Bain with the 50 stars coming in hot, straight from the skies.
Mr. Bain, thank you so much.
Because Neil is trying his best today. Got to give him credit. He's trying his best every day. He only puts on his best day to day. That's what makes him the best man. That's why he's on the show every day. I could have someone else like this. I could pull in local celebs, but I choose not to.
I'd like to see you try, Dave. I'd like to see
Am I lying? Possibly. but I'm always happy to chat to Neil. He's I'll tell you what, he's a good wingman to have. Jimmy, talking about the Vietnamese online mafia, dude, they're the biggest group of bullies on the internet. If you wrong a Vietnamese person, you will literally have Vietnamese people globally trying to dox you and come after you. It's like they pastime to kill time online. Give them a cause and unleash the hounds. Well, this is actually interesting you bring this up, Jimmy 2.0, because and I can believe it. The basically the internet cafe, or what are they called?
PC Bangs.
The PC Bang cafes in Vietnam were huge, way bigger than I think in the West, way bigger than we've ever fathomed.
Anyway, we were like Asia, South Korea, they were massive. Vietnam,
they were huge.
China, and they probably always, limited, but
they always had to find workarounds because they were always rocking pirated Windows, pirated games. So if they wanted to play online or do anything like that, they had to find workarounds and do. And I can imagine that they became sort of the like the Jedi masters of the dark web. You know what I'm saying? Trying to, and I think China is the same. I think a lot of guys in China probably have those same skills. But I'm just so shocked that an original Age of Empires has made such a comeback. And I think, Neil, I think the like an original World of Warcraft 2 and original StarCraft, or even original Warcraft, might start following suit.
Yeah.
Seriously, I do believe it, sir. Are you on your phone? What are you doing?
I'm reading things about Age of Empires.
I'm gonna get who's a local celebrity. DJ Fresh coming in next week.
Man,
I've been ignoring his calls all week.
Dude, kick me off if we can get DJ Fresh. It'll be so worth it.
That would be worth it. I wish we could get DJ Fresh.
Oh,
we should honestly try reach out to people.
Does anyone know DJ Fresh, please?
He's expensive.
I can't be here anymore.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you what. We'll get a celebrity one of these days, but that day is not today. Tian saying, so where is she? Who are we talking about?
They're saying we lost Chloe.
Chloe to Twitch. Is she streaming? Well, you lost Chloe. Chloe still streams, right? She hasn't started streaming on Facebook yet.
Until
but she
tomorrow.
will start tomorrow. She's going to do her first stream on Facebook. I know she's been streaming to Twitch for a month, but she's finally coming back to Facebook. So no, she's still here. She's still rocking and rolling. We've been spending a month setting up a stream PC for her, getting her Logitech gear. So that's taken weeks and weeks and weeks to get her all set up, but she's finally ready. So she is back, ladies and gents. Tomorrow, Neil, it's happening. Chloe's back in action.
I know. It's been a long road. So yeah, she's still part of the crew. Don't worry about that, Tian.
Yeah, no, she's still rocking and rolling with Super2Bit. I won't be streaming to Twitch in the mornings anymore because she literally stole all my viewers. she literally murdered my Twitch channel because we share basically the same viewers. And she started streaming the exact same time.
People just like Chloe more than you, bro.
I don't blame them. I would do the same. So I'm going to kill my Twitch in terms of streaming in the morning, and I'm going to try to do a sneaky nighttime stream for Twitch because there's no point competing against Chloe. I'm not as pretty, Neil. Am I as pretty? Hey, lie to me.
Well, as a bearded lady, you're the prettiest one I know.
Well, thank you. I got the bearded lady market cornered, my man.
Yeah. But let's get back into this. So
that's my rant. What did you read about it?
So, but what's also weird about this is that this isn't big on Twitch. Like, if I go to Twitch now, you will not find Age of Empires anywhere. But also, this is what I talk about, with Twitch, and I think you'll like this conversation. Twitch is very Europe and America focused. If you're not in Europe and America, don't be on Twitch because the viewership's not there. If you're in Asia, definitely don't be on Twitch. If you're in South Africa, I would say Twitch is probably a bad choice. But then again, we've seen lots of people being fairly successful on Twitch at the moment.
It's so interesting you say that. I think we've lost Neil's audio.
What?
You still there?
Yeah.
Still there, buddy?
Should be.
Okay, cool. So yes, to your point, you won't see anyone playing this on Twitch, and that's another reason. Not that I've Neil, stop traffic. I'm going to talk about how much better Facebook streaming is than Twitch. Can you believe it? But,
we've never touched on this topic before.
Never touched on it. That's why Facebook's gaming just has bigger reach. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, Twitch is very European, very Western. You'll never see this sort of stuff. And in a way, I like that. I like that Vietnam is playing, Age of Empires, and it's huge on Facebook gaming because you won't see that on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no discoverability. No one can find it.
Yeah.
So they probably tried it, said it's pointless, and went for the Facebook route.
Unfortunately, on all of them, what's happening as well is the mobile games are taking over. Like PUBG Mobile is huge, and it's terrible. But Twitch, Facebook, YouTube gaming, everyone's playing it. It's number one across all of them. Twitch has still got this sort of highbrow. We only play the best PC and PlayStation, and mainly actually just PC games. I don't really even do PlayStation games. And it's crazy. I'm just watching these guys sending a whole bunch of priests trying to priest other priests on this game. Dude.
Let me welcome Robert Sheed. Yeah, the priests are pretty OP, aren't they?
Yeah, dude, you can if it's just basically if you have more priests than the other guy, you win. Because everyone's than you.
I beat it. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm actually watching because I've researched a lot of this, but I don't still really understand what I'm watching when I watch the games. I'm just watching these guys. Dude, it's so quick. It's so crazy.
These guys are like AI. Seriously, they're really fast. I obviously, like I told you, I bought the Age of Empires definitive version by mistake. And booted it up. I couldn't believe how well they handled that. Call it a remaster, dude. It looks like a game released in the last 5 years. It looks beautiful. The detailing, the soundtrack. They've done an incredible job, and there wasn't a lot of hype about it, or maybe there was. I just wasn't. Age of Empires wasn't on my radar back then, like it is now. Cheese and rice. It's I'm going to dedicate all my free time to it, but. If you guys love the original Age of Empires, you got to do yourself a favor. Check out the definitive versions 1, 2, and did they do a 3?
Yeah, there's 3
definitive
as well, but not a definitive edition. But Age of Empires 4 is coming out soon.
Yes, that's coming out probably in the next 6 months to a year. So that's something to look forward to. Stefan Roth saying, when will we see the marksman race? Tomorrow? Good question.
This evening.
Oh,
after the stream.
Tickle me, pink Stefan Royce. You don't have to wait. 8:30. Be there or be square.
The
Jimmy says, not as pretty or as skilled. Well, one of those is true. Raul, you are the bearded lady. Thank you. It's funny because I get mistaken for a lady a lot. From behind. Obviously, I got long hair for those wondering.
Even with short hair, you still get mistaken for a lady.
Yeah, so hence I grew this beard 15 years ago and I've never shaved it since. Welcome, Sonia van der Merwe. Welcome to the stream. Thomas Bain, if you can do the nighttime streams, I'll be joining more often. Epic, but I'm definitely going to rethink Twitch. For me, Twitch isn't working because I feel there's a lot of South Africans streaming at the same time, all competing with each other. And I think the viewership base on Twitch is only so big. So I'm going to start experimenting. And like I said, we're going to do some crazy stuff. Oh, Stefan Royce with the 15 stars, 8-week streak. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you very much, Stephen.
Thank you so much. Is it Stefan or Steven? I call him Stefan.
No one really knows, but we call him whatever we feel.
Lee Postomotimus says, Age of Empire ninjas. These guys literally are exactly that. Jimmy's saying PUBG Mobile and COD Mobile because they're games everyone can play anywhere since it can be downloaded to their phones. Very, very true.
But what I don't understand, okay, that was weird with me going, but 3 times in a row.
Are you having a stroke, Neil?
I have an objection. It's that, everyone who's into games is going to play Call of Duty. Unless, you've given up on your gaming life, your phone is now your gaming platform, which is great. And guys who are good at PUBG Mobile and COD Mobile are as hardcore as guys on PlayStation, PC, whatever it may be.
Oh, yeah.
It's just their platform of choice. But what I don't understand is it's always actually blown my mind with streaming is that why watch a game that you can play yourself? Unless it's super high level play and you're just learning stuff. But PUBG Mobile, anyone can go download it right now and play it. And 90% of the guys streaming PUBG Mobile are as good as you, probably less good as however good you think you may be. So why not watch something like Age of Empires, a game that I know I suck at, that I haven't seen for ages, and be 15,000 people are watching this. There's got to be something in here that's making it worthwhile.
I can answer that question. We got the G Fuel goals down below, but it's not even that. It's because you want to be a better player, and these guys will teach you that. That's the only reason I watch Jimmy, is because he's a good player, and I want to be. I'm always what's your gun loadout, So I think that's why guys watch, just to learn how to be a better player. If you suck at games, I think you're going to struggle to get the viewership.
The thing is, you don't know that when you join. So, you obviously follow where the big views are, which I think is a big failure of streaming in general, because everyone's just going to go watch the guy with the most views first, and then be oh, here's this weird bearded lady kind of guy. Let's go see that. And people Dave, you're going to hate me for this, but people don't watch you because you're good at Call of Duty.
I'm pretty decent.
People watch, but that's not the reason they're watching you. They're watching you because they have a laugh, they enjoying the company, it's entertaining. You tell them weird stories about your cat drinking your water next to your bed, whatever the story may be.
And the top of the leaderboard multiplayer action.
But at least there's something there that's worthwhile watching. Where
well, that's it.
Why there's, if you go onto Twitch now, we can actually go. There'll be 8 billion people playing Warzone with 0 views. And how do you sift through all of that crap and get to what you need?
Well, that's why, and this is something I actually realized today, when it comes to that, when you're looking at the games trending on Facebook Gaming, don't go for the games at the top. Because like you said, there's too many guys streaming it. It's saturated. Yeah. You go 8 or 10 tiers down and you find a game that's got 500 viewers or maybe 700 viewers, and you stream that game. Because those 500 or 700, sure, it's not that big, but I tell you what, when the 2 or 3 big guys watching log off, they're going to come watch you. You know what I'm saying? Whereas if you're
Maybe.
watching Call of Duty,
But
if
you're watching your favorite cop drama on TV and then it ends, you don't go and watch the next cop drama. You're like, that cop drama sucks. I'm going to keep watching this one. I'll wait till tomorrow.
What if the guy that usually streams that mediocre game, his cat drinks his water next to his bed and gets diarrhea and he's down for a day? They're going to log on and saying, I want to see this. And then you log on. They're like, well, he's not here. Let's go watch this guy. He seems okay. You got 300, 400, 500 people watching.
That's only if they find me. Like, how are they going to find me? Again, that's like...
Well, no. Facebook Gaming, it'll list you.
Yeah, Facebook Gaming is pretty good. And that's...
Twitch, different story.
I don't know. I'm feeling like we should actually jump onto Twitch and have a look at the top games at the moment.
Okay, so go Top Games Facebook quickly. Let's just have one more
let's
reference.
go have a look here. So Top Games Facebook.
Let me chat to the bon chance Thomas Bain. Hell no, Dave's my boy. And we get burpees. How can we not watch? Dude, I do. You name another streamer. You get all these streamers who are like, oh, I'll do push-ups. Oh, I'll do a blipply up, a little blipply up if you give me some stars. Burpees are hardcore. No one else is doing burpees. That's what makes me dangerous. Jimmy agreed I watched Dave to feel better about BR shortcomings. A lot of people just I do go off on it, especially when I play like single player games. I talk so much crap. Neil, you got a friend request you haven't accepted. You popular guy, you got to accept that friend request.
I actually looked at my notifications today. There was 150 this morning. So
friend request.
Yeah, notifications. All right. If we look at the top games on Facebook right now, we got PUBG Mobile,
Here we go.
Mobile Legends, Free Fire Battlegrounds, Grand Theft Auto 5, Dota 2, and then Age of Empires. And then but in the top 10, there are 6 mobile games.
Yeah.
And like something like Fortnite's only got 10,000 viewers on Facebook right now. Destroy All Humans, which is an ancient game. American Truck Simulator. I must get into my truck and sims.
You should, dude. You should.
I love those games.
Yeah, you do well with that.
What I like about this, though, like if we go from here to Twitch, like there's actually quite a bit of variety on Facebook as well. Like you got you got the European truck simulators. You got Ragnarok.
This worm game, I don't understand. People love the Wormmate game.
Oh, what? That's like where you eat each other and do weird stuff.
But it's literally so popular. It's crazy. Everyone's playing Wormmate.
Farming Simulator is pretty popular. Mario Maker. If we go to Twitch.
God of War, but that's one streamer. That's one popular streamer streaming God of War. Yeah, but before you carry on, just go to the top there.
Yeah.
So one thing that I want to point out, sometimes like I can be so stupid, I surprise myself at my own stupidity. Is here I am going, I want to play Age of Empires and be a better player. Going through the hassle of trying to get the original game when Grand Theft Auto 5 is like the 3rd or 4th biggest game that I own and I have access to and that I actually enjoy playing. Why am I not playing that? And why don't you stop me from going down this rabbit hole? Just tell me to play GTA 5.
Well, why don't we do just chatting, which is what we're doing right now? That's number 1 on Twitch, even though we're not streaming to Twitch.
Are we streaming to Twitch?
No, we're not. we still have the dumb podcast name on Twitch.
Your stupidity all around. I'll tell you what. But look at Grand Theft Auto 5. It's even trending on Twitch.
Yeah. It's really, really terrible to watch.
So why am I even trying to stream Age of Empires?
But like, if you look here, I don't think Age of Empires even features here.
No, it's nowhere.
It is really weird.
Welcome, Graham Oswald in the house. Let's have a look at the top game. It's hard to see with our faces.
So top game, Just Chatting, then League of Legends, then Grand Theft Auto, then Warzone, then Dota 2, then Fortnite. Fortnite's finally dropping from the top, which is good. Everyone can celebrate that. Minecraft, Grounded. I don't know what this Grounded game is. I saw Chloe was playing
Grounded looks pretty interesting. It's like it's basically like
it's basically what Fortnite used to be, isn't it?
No. It's like a Rust where you basically gather resources, build a base, and you get attacked by ants and stuff. I'm actually keen to check it out.
Exactly like Fortnite used to be before Church of Battle Royale.
Exactly. I'm keen to check it out. But I was a big fan of hanging out.
Like Valorant's weird. I don't know. Counter-Strike. Dude, what you should be playing is Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike will never go out of fashion.
I can't play that game, dude. I can't do it. I can't play Counter-Strike. I'd rather play GTA 5. I think I'd be good at GTA 5 and actually,
Yeah.
it'd actually be a good laugh. Just going, Destroy All Humans got remastered and just released this year. But how come it's so big? I mean, it wasn't a big game when it came out originally. I can't believe that the remaster is doing so well. Raul
again,
saying other people.
And here's what you see with Twitch: like 4,000 viewers are watching the mainstream, almost 2,000 the second mainstream. Then it drops to 400, and then after you drop after the first level, you're down to like 33 viewers, 18 viewers, 10 viewers. So if you're not in that first row,
look at the saturation here, dude. So this is Destroy All Humans. Do you have the Facebook window still open?
Yeah.
For comparison. So look how many guys are streaming Destroy All Humans. If we just scroll down, just do a rough. How many across? It's like 6 across. So
yeah.
6.
So Destroy All Humans here, 8,500, which is probably more actually. And but there's one guy get 7,000 views.
So go to Destroy All Humans on Facebook.
This is Facebook.
Just for curiosity's sake. Yeah. I just want to see how many guys are currently streaming it.
Only a couple, really.
So, dude, look at the difference. How does it show you how many guys?
How many guys are streaming it?
Does it recently live? Okay.
See now.
Does it not say live now?
There
the live now option.
But we gotta go viewers high to low. There's one guy with 7,000 viewers though. That's the thing. And then everyone else is like dead.
So there you go. So there's one guy basically, and there's a couple. Here we go, dude. There's like how many playing it?
There's 10 people, 8 people playing it.
There's 10 people in the world playing this game right now versus Twitch, which had how many?
Oh, hundreds.
Maybe they are. And the second this guy that has all the viewers bails, he's probably gonna raid the guy with 7 viewers. And guess what? See, that guy's stats are going to have a nice little jump. And this is why I like look, this is Twitch, we're still going. Destroy Your Humans. Look at the saturation. We're still going. So now what is the chance of you getting any discoverability? Look at this, still going. Keep going, you'll keep going. Don't be shy. Look at this. But still, what are the chances of you getting found in that mess?
And most of these people with one viewer is themselves watching it. Which is always never cool.
That just like, and it's games like Destroy All Humans where you need to play those games and hope that the bigger guys will, especially on Facebook, because there's only 5 other guys streaming it, give you a raid or push viewers your way. Chances are pretty high, which as on Twitch, it'll never happen. But enough of me bashing Twitch like I always do. Raul was saying other people do borderline questionable things on stream for them bits and stars, which may or may not get them banned. Most of the time, Raul, it does get them banned. Trust me. We follow a few of those people who get constantly banned. The reason I started watching Super2Bit is because I was bored at work. I was interested in PUBG, and Dave just so happened to be local and got hooked on the dangerous Dave character, talking poo, biting Dave some poo, the stories, etc. Raul, and he never left. And now he's part of the team. Living the dream, Raul, you biscuit. Graham saying, and Derek can join. He's talking about Derek White's. Can bring Chloe as well. No, I mean for Super2Bit, because then him and Jimmy and Neil can actually do a multi-stream, can even include the judge from Zaga. I would love to do a multi-stream with
we could get
myself.
them all on our podcast, but none of them ever want to join us.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I tried to invite Chloe to a Call of Duty game the other day, and she was like, ignore. Thomas Banks saying, Dave, do you know anyone who can host a GTA server? Apparently ZA Gaming Alliance, our brothers at Zaga, my boy Tian, for the judge, apparently there's a server there. Let me go check it out, because I think I should either Age of Empires or GTA 5.
You're gonna get destroyed.
Or what, in GTA or Age of Empires?
GTA is something, bro.
Dude, I'm gonna do it, bro. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen. But let's on the deflate here. Let's chat about possible games that you guys think you would like to see come back in original form, like Age of Empires, that you'd enjoy watching at a competitive level. What do you think, Neil?
I think, sure, I'd love to see Quake 3 still. Like, Quake 3 high level play is amazing. but like no one wants to play that.
Yeah, well, it's funny you say that. Joe Rogan, not 2 days ago, is speaking about his Quake addiction. He was huge into Quake. He still plays Quake 3 Arena. Thinks it's like the best game ever made. So it's still, I think it's still got a fan base. You're not going to make money playing it though. Like he even asked, "Is there any money to be made in Quake 3?" And the guy's like, "No."
Yeah.
So it would be great if there was a community around it. Whatever happened to Quake Champions? Did it get any traction?
Dude. Like it's very like I love that game. I thought it was really cool. It's got all the
So did I.
the modern conveniences of a good Quake game with nice graphics, easy like matchmaking, all of that stuff. But guys just don't like that high-paced arena-style combat. Even though this Rocket League, Rocket Arena, basically is coming back with that kind of stuff. And what's Ubisoft's Hyper? What's that game called?
Hyperscape.
Hyperscape. That's also kind of Quake-ish in its gameplay style.
That looks pretty cool. Have you checked it out? Have you actually played it?
No, I haven't played it. Like it's. I think we're going to have the same problem with a lot of overseas, like Valorant. Like playing Valorant in South Africa, not a fun time because you're at like a 200 ping regardless. So you, unfortunately with us, we kind of have to pick our battles.
That's the thing. Thomas Bain saying Unreal Tournament. Now that's a game I could definitely see coming back. I know they did re-release that. Didn't they re-release that on Unreal 4 engine?
Yeah, but they stopped development of it and like never. Why? They basically made like 3 levels because there was no market for it, dude. Like it came out and then Battle Royale took off and they went all in on Fortnite. Remember they had that what was that game of theirs called? Not Paradox, Paradigm, something like that.
The one that Cliff Blazinski did.
Yeah, I think it was that one.
The Trash Fire game.
No. You're thinking of the skateboarding game. But the game he made before that.
That's the one I'm talking about. It was that had like 200 players at launch.
Yeah. But it was a cool game. It was basically Dota in first person. It was freaking cool.
But he cocked up because he released it at the height, like BR just took off, and then he releases like a high-paced multiplayer arena shooter, and it was just dead on arrival. Kevin Stain saying, "Let's play some Counter-Strike." Dude, at this point, nothing is off the table. I am looking, and ask Neil, I'm looking for anything that will kick things up a bit.
I want to play like Counter-Strike 1.2 with like all the bugs and the weird vehicle like physics they try to implement. I want to play like old school games.
That's what I think we need to do. Like we need to research. There has to be some audience. You can't play something that I don't think that's not even available. On Facebook.
See this guy bringing in his horse-drawn chariots, just wrecking.
Aren't those the most OP units?
Yeah. This guy just quit. I'm dead.
Get out of here, G Fuel Girls. Get out of here. I'm angry.
Yeah. This guy doesn't even have G Fuel Girls, and his webcam broke. So.
He's on the back foot. Raul saying GTA 5 is slipping hardcore. I get owned plenty. Some of the guys you get paired up with are like level 1 million, and you are level 2. You got to start somewhere. You got to stream Roblox.
Dude, I was watching a Roblox stream the other day. It was pretty cool. There's like first-person shooters. There's like weird, like it's like Minecraft with other stuff. It's really weird. But I was like, oh whoa, this game's insane. Also getting huge views.
What? Is someone streaming it now on Facebook?
I'm sure they are.
Have a little
Roblox.
Roblox. Kevin saying Hyperscape not so good. Really?
Game.
Okay. So why doesn't Dave organize a fresh server with all of us using fresh accounts, and Dave can go around trying to own us? PS never played it, so I'm keen. You're talking about GTA? We have connections for servers and stuff. I think we can maybe organize that.
Servers are expensive.
Cost money.
Servers
can't afford
expensive.
Fuel goals. We can't afford servers. Man, stream retro games. It's going to be a trending topic. I think I did dabble in Command and Conquer Generals, one of my favorite games of all time. Before, the viewership was soft. But I guess I guess it's niche.
But also that's because you go into the game like, I don't know what buttons are. I'm losing. I got destroyed.
But at this point, I'm willing to try anything. I think I told Neil this earlier.
Age of Empires Definitive Edition, 170 viewers.
Yay! They're coming my way. They're coming my way, Neil. What the hell is
Where's
Warzone?
Roblox? What?
Some weird Escape from Tarkov's getting no views, dude. Oh, there's me.
There's Roblox. I don't think anyone's streaming Roblox.
Let's just see footage of it. Dave starts random stream with Nintendo games. Dude, I'm tempted to start picking up the mobile games at this point. Trying to break out of this plateau. Roblox. Ooh.
Dude, it's weird. It's like anything you want, basically. This is Roblox.
This looks horrendous, but let's have a look.
This is weird, like Israeli Roblox, judging by the fonts I'm seeing.
What the crap is this? What is the objective?
There's like anything. It's like Minecraft. So you can have like first-person shooters. You can have like adventure games, finding stuff games. I don't know what these oaks are doing because I don't speak Yiddish.
But you see, you watch this and you're like, this looks like the biggest trash fire. And then you like check the views. It's like 1.7K.
This guy's
it's like, yeah, but you know, usually it's the case. Maybe I'm too old, Neil. Am I too old? I need to quit the streaming game. Become a Wall Street banker.
It's basically the same thing.
Yeah, maybe. My 4-year-old right now, while listening to the stream. Oh, my 4-year-old son and his kindergarten plays this. Oh, really? Literally in Minecraft right now while listening to the stream. There you go. Age range is 4 old people. 4 old people in this game. What? Time to kill is a way to long on hyperscape.
Age range is 4 too old people. That's what he's saying.
4 old people.
Roblox. Let's watch some.
So yeah, guys. So
Arena.
when it comes to what I would like to see brought back to life, thank you for asking me, Neil, by the way.
Yeah.
After what I would like to see, you know, in terms of a retro game from the 90s brought back and played at a competitive level, I would have to say Warcraft 2 Tides of Darkness. I could be so down for that.
Oof. You know how fast that game is, though, because you run out of resources so quickly. Like, it's actually really nice for a streaming game because it can't last more than like 30 minutes.
Swabu, I'm down. I'm down. You're going to be seeing a lot of experimentation coming out of me, especially my Twitch.
Didn't you try to do a Warcraft 2 stream and it failed miserably?
Well, it wouldn't receive the signal for some stupid reason. It wouldn't display it. And I don't know why that.
Because you didn't phone me before you started the stream. That's why.
I don't know that if I see the game on my PC screen, why the hell wouldn't I see it on the stream? That doesn't make sense.
Because Elgatos are sensitive creatures.
Well, Elgato need to pick up their game.
Okay.
We'll talk about it.
Are you good at it though?
Warcraft 2, dude, Tides of Darkness. Kidding me? I played the crap out of that, bro. Swabu. Kidding me?
I know you know the sound effects, but can you play the game?
I can play the game. Trust me. Tom is saying he's waiting for Warcraft 4. Ooh, you're gonna go gray before Warcraft 4 comes out. Blizzard's still doing damage control from all the end. But with that said, ladies and gents, the magic hour, we like to say.
Well, should we have a look at what happened with the let me jump back to the guest view and then I'll check out the results from the poll.
Oh, the poll. Okay. Let's have a look at the poll. Neil, up here on my left.
Oh, it's a one-sided vote, this. So, do you like watching streams of old games? What would you say it is?
I'm gonna say it's a hard yes, except none of them will ever watch me. If I did.
94% saying hell yeah.
Where are you guys when I'm streaming all day?
That is the best response. One vote with the no.
It was me.
Yeah, it was probably you.
Because I'm gonna stream an old game and no one's
your hair is so luscious it's breaking the green screen.
I've got the perfect Conan O'Brien coif. No, hold on. This is the perfect O'Brien coif. Hold on. Wait. It's like, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's guest. There we go. That's the O'Brien coif. Tonight's guest, ladies and gentlemen, Tom Cruise in the house with his brand new movie, Mission Impossible 5. You're gonna be the band guy. You're gonna be the guy in the band. You know. There you go. Thank you.
No, but like I'm actually perfect because you'll like look over to me like, what do you think, Max Weinberg? I'm like,
Max Weinberg on the drums. What do you think? Yeah, he just does it.
All right, we've lost the point of the stream, but we've made it through an hour quite easily.
We did burn through an hour. And yeah, I think it was a very interesting discussion. There will be, like I said, a lot of experimentation coming from my side. I know Neil's going to stick to the racing, which is what he should do. He's good at it.
What are you saying, Dave?
No, I'm saying you keep doing what you're doing, buddy. I, on the other hand, am going to kick some dust up in a big way. And we're going to be trying everything because I'm tired. I want those triple digits. I set myself a goal to get triple digit viewers by the end of 2020. I need you guys' help in doing so. So, you know, share this podcast, share my streams, share the love. We're going to do it together, Neil.
Yeah. Hopefully.
That's my boy.
I'm gonna ride on your coattails.
There's no hopefully. Chloe's going to help us. We're going to ride on Chloe's coattails. She just doesn't know it yet. I hope she's listening. But anyway, with that said, ladies and gents, much love to you guys. Everyone that joined us, Raul, Thomas Bain, the guys at 3 Stars, Stefan Rutz, Jimmy 2.0, you guys at Biscuits. Kevin, thank you guys. We will be back. I'll be back. Well, Neil's going live at 8:30 tonight. So make sure you join the racing stream.
Playing some ACC, yo.
An hour and a half after dinner. Go have a dinner and then settle down with libation and watch some ACC. I'll be back on Friday morning playing probably some Call of Duty or some Age of Empires. Who knows? Or some Destroy All Humans. I don't even know. It's time to shake it up.
Yeah.
Let's shake it up.
Good. Thanks, guys.
Bye, much love to you guys. Stay safe, stay sexy. It's your boy.